Rusame reader, Crow Song, and today I will be reading to you from Take 2 by Miriorite. Now, on to Chapter 12. I've Fallen. Sunlight peeked through the window blinds, lighting up the entire room. America was in a daze. He stared into his glass of water, with a hand supporting his cheek. His leg hadn't healed yet. It was healed a little, but was still quite painful to walk with. A pair of dazzling blue eyes glanced at the clock on the wall. Both eyes a different shade of blue, but nonetheless still as captivating. I should head out soon, he thought to himself. Memories of last night flowed through his head. The American felt a little embarrassed for opening up like that. He promised himself he would avoid talking about his feelings when he returned to the industry, but yet he still did. He didn't know why, but something about that Russian mail made him drop his guard completely. As soon as the clock struck 7, the American got up and gathered with the others. All he had to do was just bear with this for one more day. It'll be over soon. Just one. And so he put on a happy face and joined the rest. Good morning, everyone. He greeted the people in the room he was familiar with. Zashang China waved at America enthusiastically. Guten Morgen. Germany greets in his usual nonchalant tone. Dzień dobry. Poland jumped up from his seat happily. Dobre jutro, Russia says, a little tired. Today we're going to the beach area of this place. The director says it's a goodbye and thank you celebration for the past days we've been here. Poland explained. He is usually the type to get up first, so it's natural he'd get all the info beforehand. America was the type to get up last. Waking up just seemed really hard for him these past years. The American inwardly sighed in relief. Thank God for that. I don't know how much more physical activity I can take, he said jokingly. Russia just pursed his lips and said nothing, his piercing amber eyes landing on the shorter male. The beach itself seemed to stretch out endlessly with its golden-colored sand. The females were already dressed in their outfits. America was a little uncomfortable taking off his shirt due to the rumors, but he figured it won't be a big problem, considering that the sitting areas were pretty far from the sea itself, which is where everyone will probably be headed. The Russian next to him already took off his shirt. They both stared at each other for a second, then looked away at the same time. The sand looks really nice today, they both thought to themselves at the same time, lowering their heads slightly while their faces gradually grew redder. Even on the beach, the Russian didn't remove his hat. America inwardly praised him for his tenacity. America was already seated on the beach chair. He took up half the area. Only his ass was seated on the chair. His legs were on the sand. Despite the chair being designed for lounging, he sat on it like it was a normal chair. Russia sat down on the other half, sitting just like America. Their bare backs were pressed against each other. America wanted to move away and escape the rising heat on his face, but figured it might seem weird, so he endured. You aren't going to go swim with the others? America shifted his gaze at the group of people in the ocean. Russia snorted playfully. If you want me to leave, then I'll go. He got up and started walking. Suddenly, a hand grabbed his arm with a firm grip. Don't go, America said with his head lowered. A slight red blush apparent on his face. America hated to admit it, but he was a bit lonely. These past few years, having no one to talk to must have gotten to his brain. He also hated to admit that he enjoyed Russia's company, although he never understood why Russia stuck around. It would hurt his reputation just by hanging around him, so America tried to distance himself. But regardless of what he did, in the end, the one person he always turned to was always him. Such a hypocrite, but America couldn't really imagine a world where he didn't have Russia by his side. Russia chuckled again, melting the tense mood around them. Okay, I'll stay. He casually sat back down. I'm sorry for what I said last night. I shouldn't have told you what to do. Truth is, I enjoy having you around. It's just, I don't want your reputation getting tainted because of someone like me. America apologized. He spent the whole night thinking about the time he and Russia spent, before and after those painstakingly long 2 years. The more he thought, the more he realized that he treasures the times he spent with him more than the times he spent with others. Although America still felt a little hurt from what Russia said to him before he disappeared, he didn't dwell on it too much for now. Russia placed his hand on America's and sighed. I couldn't care less about my reputation. All I care about is being with you. The American felt like his heart would legitimately leap out of his chest. After swallowing the lump in his throat, he was just about to get up before a pair of arms snaked around his waist and a head rested on his shoulder from behind. I didn't get to say this before, but I really missed you these past 2 years. A bright red blush appeared on his face. Despite being an actor, all those fake expressions and gestures were completely useless in front of him. America covered half his face with his free hand out of embarrassment. I've fallen, he finally realized, then internally slaps himself in the face. With someone I don't have a chance with at all. He continued the train of thought. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you've enjoyed it. Anyway, I would like to invite you to join us on the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. Anyway, that being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time, and I will see you tomorrow.